Hello again, YouTube. Once again, messed up my tripod. There we go. This is Los Angeles Prepper, and I'm going to talk to you real quick about this paperwork. What does this paperwork mean? What has LA Prepper gotten into? Well, I'll give you a clue. Delta Romeo Oscar Sierra. That's right, folks. After a very, very thoughtful, let me give a quick shout out to Johnny Bob Drudge, because congratulations on getting married, first of all. Absolutely beautiful thing. I wish you and yours and your family wonderful, wonderful happiness forever. I really do. I posted a recent video, help, I need advice on what kind of gun to get. He left a very, very detailed and thoughtful response about some of the handguns that he likes, some of the firearms that he owns, shotguns, long guns, semi-auto. I think he has a couple bolts. Gave me some good insight on, calibers. I'll be honest, I've spent several hours, probably more than just a several, over the last few weeks, months, looking at a lot of different firearms. Even before, when I was looking at the Marlin, I was looking at a lot of different calibers, just kind of like a long-term thing. And in his 10-minute video, he sort of confirmed what hours and hours of research had told me. So that's the really, sometimes I feel like a little shameful saying oh, help me decide this or help me pick out some first aid stuff when there's, so much information on the internet. But at the same time, it's kind of like a catch-22, because there is so much information on the internet, it can be a little overwhelming at times. If there's 10 people that say how to build a first aid kit, how do you know which one you like more? If 10 different people say this is my favorite handgun and they're all different handguns, what do you do? But back to this piece of paperwork. So I went ahead and I wasn't necessarily thinking about going to my local firearms store this morning, but I was kind of thinking about it the last, couple days. Got a birthday, Christmas coming up, and just to be honest, just the, chaos in the world and the fact that a 22 is enough for a squirrel, but maybe enough for a rabbit. But if larger and more scary things come to my door, a 22, might not be enough. So. With that being said, let's just see if I can show you. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to guess. Let's see if you can guess what type of rifle I picked up. I'm going to show you just to make sure I get it good here. That's this. God, I don't know why my camera's not focusing right now. There we go. Subtotal $100, tax $9.25, $109. That is the full purchase price, not including the DROS, which was $30. So what kind of firearm did I get for $100? Did I get a Mosin Nagant? Did I get a little 22 pistol? Did I get some sort of shotgun for $100? Probably not in California. Well, without further ado, and so that I keep this video short, I'm going to tell you. I picked up a used Hi-Point C9 9mm. So if you're not familiar with Hi-Point, they are, I don't even know if I'm familiar enough to give you a summary of them. Let me check out their website real quick. But I want to say they're an American manufacturer. Let's take a quick look here and make sure I'm not... Yeah, manufactured in the U.S. Mansfield, Ohio. Okay. About Hi-Point. So their website is hi-pointfirearms.com. All one word. Yeah, they're basically located in Ohio. They have an office in, I guess, Galleon for Iberia Firearms. I don't know if that's part of their parent company or something. And Haskell Manufacturing is in Lima, Ohio. But Hi-Point Firearms is in Mansfield, Ohio. So I don't know the relationship between Iberia and Hi-Point and Haskell. Maybe one of you can provide it to me. I'm sure with a little more research I could figure it out. But they're an American-made company. The brand new, the Hi-Point C9 9mm is only $200. So considering, Smith & Wessons are coming in around $400, $450, Glocks are coming in $550, it's less than half the price of the other firearms, and me picking it up used, which was completely random. They just happened to have one in consignment. Um, excuse me. Still working on that cold. But they just happened to have one in consignment, and let's be honest, buying a used gun is a somewhat risky proposition. I can't return it. There's no warranty. They didn't even test it or anything, at their office, whatnot. High Point is, you can research the firearm yourself, but just as far as like how long High Point's been around versus how long Glock has been around, or how long Smith & Wesson has been around. In general, when a company's been around a lot longer, they're able to make more reliable products. Now, that's not always true. There's a lot of things that go into it. Like if the people that founded High Point Firearms used to work in the firearms industry, let's say you had a guy from Smith & Wesson and a guy from Ruger and a guy from, Marlin or whatnot, and they all had 20 years of experience, and then they all decided to join High Point, as an example. Then you would have a lot of experience that's going into making a firearm. So they're kind of a new company. I don't know how long they've been around. I really don't. I should give them a call and ask them just for reference. But I don't think they've been around, nearly as long as some of the other companies. But nevertheless, for a 9mm handgun for $100, I couldn't pass it up. I just couldn't pass it up. And I actually had just watched, and I'll try to put a link on this video. I just watched another guy shoot a really funny video where he really doesn't like this gun. I don't know if it's his friend's gun or like he bought it or something, but he's doing a test on the High Point, and he's just like, it's such an ugly gun. I hate this gun. Pop, 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 pop. Let me put another clip in. I hate this. Just cracking me up with how much this guy hates this gun. So because I'm a little bit of, I wouldn't call myself a punk. That's a little bit of a stretch. But because I like to go against the grain sometimes, be the devil's advocate and that kind of thing. And even, when I asked the guy at the store who I was talking to about it, one of his associates said, do you work in construction? And I was like, well, I've worked in construction a little bit. And he's like, because that gun's a hammer. I'm like, okay. I think they're joking, like, if, like, you can hit a nail with a hammer, but it's a pretty basic, like, simple tool. Like, if all you want to do is hit nails, get a hammer, and you'll be fine. So they were really trash talking this gun, and I gotta admit, it made me want to buy it even more. And I'm sure they've sold a few of them, and they've talked with owners that have had them and such. And I can't, sure, they're salespeople, but they're good guys. And I don't fault them. Like the one salesman was telling me, if you're planning on getting a cheap gun, like a $100 gun and then a $200 gun, then a $300 gun, like instead of doing that, just save up and get a high quality gun. It'll last you your lifetime. That's absolutely phenomenal advice. The only problem with that is a Glock 17 is $500 and this gun was $100. So, I'm not working full time. Even though I have $500 I could throw at a handgun, I'm not really trying to throw $550 at a handgun right now, plus sales tax and DRS and all that. So, $550 times 1.0925 plus the 30 DRS, I'm in it for $630. So, and I caught this one for like $130. So 30. So the Glock is almost 5 times more expensive than this was. Is it a 5 times a better gun? Might be. Is the bullet going to do 5 times more damage because it came out of a Glock? No, it's not. Other than target practice and self-defense, if I ever needed to, shit hit the fan or before that, that's all I'm really using the handgun for. Would I like to get some higher quality handguns? Sorry, these speakers, little satellite speakers, are always jumping off. Would I like to get some higher quality handguns in my future? Absolutely. I'm definitely going to get another 9mm handgun in my future, so I like the idea of having multiple firearms, long and short, in the same caliber. Right now I'm liking 9mm, I'm liking the 22. I'm also looking at 5.56 for an AR. So I'm not going to say much more about the pistol. My first available pickup date is October 11th. So you can bet that I can pick it up at 10:41. You can guarantee that at 10:42 I'm going to be at the store waiting. So thank you again, Johnny Bob Drudge, for giving me a really great video response to what kind of firearm I should buy. Seeing your collection there, I got a little bit. I felt a little bit sheepish about, and he was really cool about it. Like, it would be really easy for someone that has, several $1,000s of firearms to like even make a joke or even crack fun at like, oh, a 22 is not good for anything. And, sounds like he wants to get more serious. He could have really spun it like that. And he didn't at all. All he said was, LA Prepper's got a 22 and he's looking to kind of move up. So I really, really appreciate that. Because, I'll admit I don't think a 22 is a joke caliber. It's a very legitimate caliber. And even if you have to use it at a pinch at self-defense, unless you're fighting, a band of zombies, or if everyone else, has assault rifle or whatnot, 22 is still going to hurt. And it's still going to make someone think twice about whether or not, they want to mess with you. So thanks again to all my subscribers. The amount of subscribers I got in the last couple of weeks is just kind of blowing my mind. Had a lot of great people, push people here. Got 27 subscribers right now. So I'm really going to start trying to step my game up into really providing some quality content, not just a bunch of editorials. I know most of my videos have been kind of editorials on stuff, but I'm going to try to provide some real content, try to educate, try to share some information. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.